This is very important. I want you to listen to this very carefully. You're bound to go through so much hardships in life. You're bound to go through so much difficulties. You're bound to feel lost. You're bound to want to live a lifestyle that doesn't conform with the true tenets of what it means to live a pure and healthy and clean lifestyle. Brothers and sisters in Islam, listen to this very carefully. You're going to run around the globe, and you're going to run around within yourself. You're going to run around wherever you can get your hands on through haram. But wallahi, thumma wallahi, thumma wallahi, you will always run back to that one very important question. Why is it that I feel a void in myself? And what is it that I can do that can fill that emptiness within me? In Al-Mustadrak ala al-Sahihayn, Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala an, he says something very beautiful, wallahi. And this is a sahih narration of Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu. He says, إنا كنا أذل قوم فأعزنا الله بالإسلام فمهما نطلب العزة بغير ما أعزنا الله به أذلنا الله. He says, indeed, we were a very disgraced people before Islam. We were a people that were very lost. We were a very troubled people. We were a people that were very troubled, very agonized, very agitated, very frustrated by life. We were sickened by life. We were disgusted by life. We had no morals. We had no ethics. We were like animals. We were ignorant animals before Islam. Umar ibn Khattab says this. But what does he says? What does he say next after this? He says, فَأَعَزَّنَا اللَّهُ بِالْإِسْلَامِ. Allahu Akbar. Allah honored us. Allah brought us out of the ditches of darkness and filth and muck and guck, and He brought us towards the honor and glory of Islam. And then He says, فَمَهْمَا نَطْلُبُ الْعِزَّةَ بِغَيْرِ مَا أَعَزَّنَا اللَّهُ بِهِ. And if we are to then, after we were in darkness and in filth and in muck, if we were to leave Islam, that honor that Allah has given us, after we were in that very dirty lifestyle, أَذَلَّنَا Allah. Allah will disgrace us again. Allah will humiliate us. Allah will cause us to live a life of horror, of abhorrence, of filth, of muck, of disgust, of devastation upon oneself and upon oneself's inner sanity. And brother and sister in Islam, this is where we need to think, inshaAllah. This is where we need to really sit down and ask ourselves a serious question. Are those sins that I'm committing, are they giving me any peace of mind? That lifestyle that I'm living, is it really building anything beneficial for me in this dunya before the akhirah? Am I really doing anything good with my life? Am I really doing what's normal? Living that haram lifestyle, being in that haram relationship, committing zina, drinking, gambling, going to the clubs and partying, and doing all sorts of haram and all sorts of filth. Just ask yourself a question. Do you feel like you're pure? Do you feel like you're living a life of honor? Do you feel like you have pride in yourself the moment you wake up and you look at the mirror? Do you feel like you have the ability to say, Wallahi, I'm strong, I'm beautiful, I'm healthy, I look pure, I look angelic? Do you have the ability to say that to yourself? For indeed, if you don't, then let me tell you one thing, and I'm going to guarantee you this, wallahi, I'm going to guarantee you one thing. The lifestyle that you're held on to, this evil and wicked lifestyle that you're not willing to let go, that's destroying you, wallahi, and making you the most sad and despicable and unfortunately tragic individual that you have become at the making of yourself, wallahi, you will come one day to a point in your life where your sins and that filth that you've governed and donned yourself upon, it's going to bring you even further down the ditches of darkness, further down the ditches of the sewage. And it will make you so worthless, so indecent, so void of any goodness, wallahi, until it forces you to ask out of desperation, Ya Allah, is there another way out? And you will realize that with that question, you will leave that lifestyle and you will run back to Allah after having ran a huge marathon for absolutely no benefit. So brother and sister in Islam, I beg you Allah in this video, I beg you Allah with all my heart, with all my soul, please leave that haram lifestyle. Please just ask yourself a question. Ask yourself a question. Do you want to be happy? Do you truly want to be happy? Do you truly want to have fulfillment in your heart? Do you want to have fulfillment in your life? Do you want to feel like you're normal once again? If you really want these things, then I beg you, give yourself the opportunity to reflect upon the sins that you've committed.